morning. Today is a very special day for the Department of Social Work of Martin Luther Christian University as we achieve the biggest milestone, that is the launching of the School of Social Work. The Department of Social Work of Martin Luther Christian University started in the year 2006 with the postgraduate level and in the year 2007 with the undergraduate level, offering only generic courses. In the year 2014, the Department of Social Work offered two specializations, that is in public health and the family and child welfare. Since the inception, the vision of the department is to start the School of Social Work, and after 14 years of its existence, we are finally here celebrating the launching of the School of Social Work. Under the school, we have 4 different departments. We have the Department of Public Health, the Department of Family and Child Studies, the Department of Community Development, and the Department of Mental Health and Well-being. The highlights of today's event will be the sharing of the milestone of the school. We will also have 3 very interesting speeches from eminent people in the field of social work. Dr. Miriam Samuel, who is the HOD of the Department of Social Work of Madras Christian College, who has been supporting us and giving us feedback and suggestions in improving our curriculum over the years. We will also have another 2 important people in the field who has been collaborating with us and networking with us in the different fieldwork practices as well as research work. We have that is Ms. Shannon Donna Misar, who is the Director of Faith Foundation, and Ms. Joy Pathau, who is the Program Coordinator of the National Mental Health Program, National Health Mission of Meghalaya. Moreover, we will also have speeches from our Chancellor, Dr. Glenn C. Kakumar, who has been a strong pillar in our achievements. We will also have a speech from our Vice Chancellor, Dr. Vincent T. Darlong, who has always been supporting of our plans and our vision. And finally, the Dean of the School of Social Work, Dr. Milari Shishanongrum, she will present the way forward of the school. Alongside, there will also be songs, videos, and sharing of our achievements. So let us start celebrating the event.
It's such a pleasure to be here with all of you today. Today marks a very important milestone in the history of Martin Luther Christian University. The creation of the School of Social Work comes at a most needed time. The history and track record of this young department has shown its dedication to community upliftment and academic excellence. There are so many stories and projects that we can talk about that have shown the focus of the school on rural projects, single mothers, public health, and tribal issues. We know that the department has tremendous team spirit, and it is this example and inspiration that it leads the rest of the university. Social work is one discipline that brings together the awareness, commitment, and skills to engage with the fateful fallout of our current crisis. This discipline integrates public health, gender, community development, and a host of other disciplines in a most meaningful manner. And in this transition of the Earth's history, social work is really the most important discipline of all. So today I commend the new School of Social Work to continue to lead the university and to continue to lead our community in the good work that it does. Good luck to Dr. Milari and the rest of the team. We wish you all the best.
A word's just a word, telling me what you say. And love isn't love till you give it away. We all gotta give, yeah, something to give to make a change. Set it on and on. Just one hand can heal another. Be a part, reach your heart. Just one spark starts a fire. With one action, the cherry just smile, and the world will smile along with you. That small act of love that's meant for one will become two. If we take the chances to change circumstances, imagine all we can do if we set it on and on. Just one hand can heal another, be apart, reach your heart. Just one spark starts a fire. With one little action, the chain reaction will never stop. Make it strong, shine a light and set it on. There's power in all of the choices we make, so I'm starting now. There's no moment to wait. A word's just a word. Do you mean what you say? And love isn't love till you give it away. Set it on and on. Just one hand can heal another. Be apart, reach your heart. Just one spark starts a fire. With one little action, the chain reaction will never stop. Make it strong, shine a light and set it on. Just one hand can heal another. Be apart, reach your heart. Just one spark starts a fire. With one little action, the chain reaction will help things start. Make it strong, shine a light and set it on. Shine a light and set it on.
Dr. Mallory Nongrum, Dean, School of Social Works, our esteemed guests and resource persons, Dr. Miriam Samuel, Head of Department of Social Work, Madras Christian College, Ms. Shannon Masser, Founder Director, Faith Foundation, Ms. Joy Pathau, Program Coordinator, State Mental Health Program, Head of the departments, faculty, scholars, and students of Department of Community Development, Department of Public Health, Department of Mental Health and Well-being, and Department of Family and Child Studies. Well, I'm extremely happy today to be part of this event where we are celebrating the inauguration of the School of Social Work as well as the release of the commemorative volume on the works of the departments, particularly social work over the past decade or so in their teaching, learning and research. Well, I am sure as a school you will have a big dreams, but today I would like to ask you in a special way that you look in two ways, you introspect in two aspects of what you have been doing and or what we have been doing. First, you look at inwardly into the past years of your existence and see your academic achievement in terms of teaching, learning and research. But more importantly, the second aspect has to be to look outwardly, meaning thereby that not just focusing on our teaching and learning and research, but out of this teaching and learning and research, what has been benefit to the communities? What public good did we bring as a university? What value have we brought to the communities in terms of a university or in terms of the department? I think that is more important in the context of our relevance as university. Well, incidentally, today coincide with World Literacy Day. As you all know, this is part of the UN mandated, international day during which we celebrate the need for literacy. This year's theme is on COVID-related issues, mainly literacy, teaching, and learning in the COVID-19 crisis and beyond. But this year, as you look at the literacy mission, the focus is on the educators and the pedagogies. I think it is very, very important that the educators are well trained as much as the way how they are expected to impart learning and education and research to the students' community. If you are able to arouse curiosity among the students, it means you have become a successful educator. I would like to invite you, especially on this day, in the context of the new departments or the new school that we are inaugurating, especially under the community development department. Please look at the way how you might contribute to, especially to be meaningful to the communities. As I understand, a number of indigenous communities will be celebrating today the meaning of literacy in their own context. As a Department of Community Development, I am sure you could focus on traditional knowledge of the communities, especially the tribal people, in so many different areas, especially in the areas of food systems, in the areas of agrobiodiversity, ethnobiology, medicinal plants, nutrition and health, natural resource management, water management, and so many other things. Along with that, you may also focus traditional knowledge in the context of culture. For example, many communities celebrate the first harvest of their crops by sharing with their neighbors. They don't consume by themselves, they must share with their communities. Do we still have these values in our communities? These are some of the research output that you may like to look at as a school. Well, again, in the context of literacy, especially for the tribal communities, we know the meaning of literacy means to be able to read and write. But from our perspective, I think it is important that this traditional knowledge continue to be inherited by our children and grandchildren, even orally, in practice. And that would be the meaning of literacy among the tribal communities. Once again, I am very, very happy to be part of this celebration, and I wish everyone today, especially the School of Social Work and all the 4 departments who are part of this family, a great success from today onwards. Wishing you all the very best and in your whole academic environment. Thank you very much.
So, in a way, I feel like the university had actually prepared us for all the challenges that waited in the future. And last but not the least, teacher-student rapport. In the department, we not only have teachers who are well qualified but cordial, ever ready to extend a helping hand, and I always found our teachers willing to come down to the level of the students. So life in the campus was quite comfy. So with all this and many more that the department has to offer, I believe there is no telling to how far a person can reach in life only if he or she is willing to work for it. And it was a proud moment for me the day my eyes landed on the news that our university has been ranked as one of the top private universities in the country by India Today. A big salute, and I'm all praises for the university. I'm glad I got to study there and rub shoulders with all the wonderful people. And I want to take this time to thank my teachers for going the extra mile in equipping us for life, the university for all the opportunities to learn and grow. And lastly, my only wish is that department continues to reach greater heights in days and years ahead. Thank you.
Greetings to all of you from the Department of Social Work at Madras Christian College in Chennai. This is Miriam Samuel, Head of the Department of Social Work here at MCC. I'm very, very happy to be addressing you all and to bring greetings to you all as you launch the School of Social Work at Martin Luther Christian University. I have been associated with the social work department right from its inception in 2006. I was there for the first board of studies and I visited the university on more than one occasion as you've been working at your board of studies and looking at the development of the Department of Social Work there. I should congratulate the Chancellor, Dr. Glenn, and the entire team there at Martin Luther Christian University for the initiative and commitment and dedication in developing the department from a very small unit into a school that you're planning to launch on 8th September 2020. Now, as far as social work education is concerned in India, it is quite a new profession introduced only in the year 1936. And we do know that even today, we are still fighting for our rights, we are fighting for our recognition, we are also looking for a council that will accredit social work. But in the midst of all this, it is very nice and very happy to see colleges and departments such as yours that have forged ahead in establishing it as a profession. As we know, in the Northeast, there were very few colleges of social work when Martin Luther Christian University introduced social work. I think your particular department was the third institution in the Northeast to begin and to offer social work education. The department I have seen has grown from strength to strength, a very vibrant curriculum as I saw it in the last Board of Studies, and very dedicated staff, keeping with the vision and mission of the university. It is very happy and very heartening to see the kind of progress that the department has made in line with the mission statement of Martin Luther Christian University. I think, I feel, and I think that right now your department definitely has come into a position to become a fully fledged school of social work that will offer a multidisciplinary, a multifaceted exposure to the students who will come there. The social profession in India is definitely at a state where there is a big demand for social work across India. Though there has been a mushrooming of schools of social work and units of social work all across the country, but nevertheless, the demand for social work has grown over the years. We also see that in the midst of the current struggles that we're going through, the disasters that we've faced, and the pandemic that we are in right now, social work has emerged as a profession right in the forefronts of all these struggles. And therefore, I feel that the school has a lot of opportunities to really grow in the context that we are in today. As you launch the School of Social Work on 8th September 2020, I wish the university and all those concerned there the very best. I pray for God's blessings, and I also pray that you will be able to go from strength to strength to offer the best education in social work in the northeastern region. Thank you all very much, and God bless.
Hello everyone. It is an honor to be invited to speak at this special event, which is the greatest milestone achieved by Martin Luther Christian University in the field of social work education in our state. I would like to congratulate the opening of the School of Social Work. I have been closely associated with the university for the past few years now, and I would like to say that the students of MLCU are excellent in the field, and the university has set the bar really high for other institutions in preparing students for the field and work life. We have always had the best experiences with students from the social work department interning at our organization, and one cannot question the commitment of the teachers who mentor their students very well. Today I've been invited to speak about social work and children in my experience as the founder of the organization Faith Foundation. Family and child is an important discipline of social work studies. Working with children and families is important, for they constitute the core unit of the community and they ensure the continuity of the community as well. Safe, healthy children and strong families lay the foundation for thriving communities and societies. To work with children is a specialized area of work because social workers balance interventions with the child and the environment surrounding the child, like the family, the communities, the state institutions, law enforcement agencies like the judiciary and the police. Opting to study family and child prepares the social worker to address issues in a multidisciplinary approach. Social workers here are the main support persons to a child, as this discipline prepares them to handle interventions at all levels with a rights-based approach, placing the best interests of the child at all levels. This is the reason why I think social workers who work with children are important in a society, for they are specialized in direct intervention work, protecting the child from harm, and also creating safe spaces for the child within the family and the community. Just to share an example of the work of the organization, in our work with children, our interventions have always addressed issues at all levels. No doubt that children are our key stakeholders, and since the inception of the organization, we have worked directly with them. However, our work has evolved over the past few years through our reflections and learnings. One of the core issues that we deal with, that is the prevention of child sexual abuse. We learn that teaching children personal safety is not enough, but we also need to educate the family and the school on the issue and teach adults too, so they would know how to respond when a child discloses such incidences of abuse to them. The family being the first institution that provides the needs and care to a child, there was a need to create a shift in the responsibility of the family to provide care with a rights-based approach with the community, which also plays a huge part in the life of a child. The question of how do we draw from the strengths of the community to create an enabling ecosystem for our children evolved as well. Since our communities are indigenous communities, we had to direct our interventions at the community level from an indigenous perspective. Addressing the collective rights of the community was important in achieving the individual rights of a child or a woman and vice versa. When you look at it, our identity and our rights are so connected to our culture and traditional knowledge, and thus the need to consider these as protective factors for our children came through our interventions in the community. Another important factor for students to consider working with children is because they are our future generations, and the continuation of our people, our culture and our identity lies in the hands of our children. As you all know, social work is a practice-based profession that prepares and trains individuals to work in the field directly with people, and it also offers us an opportunity to start such initiatives of our own. Part of social work is also learning the management of institutions that provide services to our stakeholders. I co-founded the organization Faith Foundation, and it has been a rewarding experience for me as a leader. The reason for me to start this work was because it was a calling for me. I felt that this was my purpose in life, to serve my community. Secondly, I was confident to do this for the fact that because social work education prepared me for this. There were many challenges, but I learned best through these experiences. There's never a day that I do not learn, and that is the reason why This was something that was very fulfilling for me. Fate Foundation, as a public institution, has served the purpose of serving individuals and communities and creating a means of employment for the youth. Thank you once again for this wonderful opportunity to speak at this event of what is closest to my heart, and I wish the best in the future endeavors of the School of Social Work.
A very warm greetings to all of you. My name is Joy Pathao and I am currently working as the State Program Coordinator of the National Mental Health Program, National Health Mission Meghalaya. Before I begin, I extend my heartiest congratulations to Martin Luther Christian University for the launch of the School of Social Work, and I wish to thank the faculty for inviting me to be part of this occasion and for letting me say a few words on the topic social work practices in the field of mental health. As a social worker, one cannot seem to identify where social workers are not required. You will find us in NGOs, in schools and colleges, in government departments, even in corporate settings. Perhaps sometimes I have even come to think to myself that this profession is probably saturated, yet it is still the most sought after profession or discipline in the field of social sciences. Why is that so? Social work as a practice has been proven to work. Tools such as the PRA, the community organization, group work, casework have been very effective in identifying social needs, understanding social issues, and thereby affecting social change. One of the most common specializations that I have observed that students are opting for these days is medical and psychiatric social work, and rightfully so. Everyone has come to realize and understand the importance of sound mental health, especially in the age of rapid urbanization and consumption. When I first ventured into the field of mental health myself, I absolutely had no idea of how it would turn out to be. My role isn't one with a clinical dimension, but rather of someone who would bring in the cumulative work and of the team and ensuring their capacity. What I have realized in these 2 years is that social workers are the most preferred mental health professionals, and I have come to understand why. Social workers have a very friendly approach. Tools that social workers apply, such as the casework and particularly the home visit, have enabled social workers to move ahead of their counterparts. They not only play the role of educators, but social workers also play key and active roles as mediators, wherein they connect their clients and their communities to resources, as well as working with different stakeholders in addressing root causes or key causes of mental health issues in the society. Administrations have also come to realize the importance of sound mental or the importance of sound mental health, or and especially the role that mental health professionals play here. One such evidence is when our mental health team recently got recognized with acknowledgement reward for playing an active role as key frontline workers in the fight against COVID-19. Our work involved reaching out to communities through the local heads in bringing in awareness on the ill effects of stigma, as well as reaching out to people who are in quarantine to follow up should anyone be in need of psychosocial support. While we are moving in towards the right direction, there are still a lot of challenges that the state or the country as a whole is still facing in the with regards to mental health. One of which is the rather the shortage of mental health professionals and manpower. There's still so much of scope for mental health social workers uh, to play an active role in nursing homes, in juvenile homes, as trainers. We even lack a well-trained organization working in the field of community mental health, wherein addressing or reaching out to communities in creating awareness for identification of mental health disorders and addressing the greatest challenge of stigma is still something that we still need to work on. Um, which is why I commend Martin Luther Christian University for coming up with the School of Social Work and offering a very timely specialization in the field of medical and psychiatric social work. To me, I feel this is one step in addressing such limitations in our society. Before I close, I once again extend my heartiest congratulations to the university, and I am confident that the social workers of the School of Social Work MLCU will be conversation starters, educators, advocates in bringing about the much needed discussions in the field of mental health. Thank you, and I wish the school the very best.
It is with great pride and joy that I stand here today in this historic event in the life of the Department of Social Work, Martin Luther Christian University. Established 14 years ago, we have come through a rather long way, striving towards excellence in the field of social work. We have reached this milestone to become the School of Social Work. However, situated in this pandemic, there are emerging problems that have been under the radar. Issues related to domestic violence, migrants, unplanned pregnancies and abortions, newborn deaths, loss of livelihoods, rising online abuse, and access to education in rural areas is becoming a major problem during the pandemic. It is up to us to respond to this change. Are we going to thrive in this change, or are we going to flounder as students, faculty, as a school and as a university? As a school, we have reflected and understood that we need to adapt to this change in terms of the teaching learning processes, curricula, and the social determinants of health are more real today than ever before. We are offering the disaster management now with a pandemic perspective. We may wish to see that things are the way they are before the pandemic. Online classes can never be the same or replace the human interaction between a faculty and students. Nevertheless, this pandemic has posed challenges but also opened opportunities to innovativeness in learning and teaching. In upgrading the Department of Social Work into a School of Social Work, it is not just an administrative expansion for us, but it challenges us to review our achievements while renewing our vision. Our aim is to become the Center of Excellence in Social Work Education,
which would translate into improved curricula for our students and development of communities, while also improving the systems of teaching and learning and being culturally relevant and acknowledging the indigenous knowledge systems of our communities. The foundation of the School of Social Work also marks the establishment of 4 departments: the Department of Public Health, the Department of Family Child Studies, the Department of Community Development, and the Department of Mental Health and Well-being. These departments will offer specializations in public health, family child studies, community development, and medical psychiatry and social work to all the postgraduate students. We also mark the establishment of Yatailang, a Center for Social Research, Action and Development, which has also been established to enable the school to conduct more meaningful research to contribute towards the development of the state and the region. I am glad to announce that we are going to conduct a research project with an organization called NESFAS, which is a grassroots organization based in Shillong, on land and landlessness in Meghalaya and Nagaland. This year, we are also embarking upon a new area, which is to work directly with families, adolescents and children in an urban poor settlement in Shillong. This is a collaborative effort of 4 institutions: Faith Foundation, the Voluntary Health Association of Meghalaya, Reach Shillong Ministries, and the School of Social Work. In our endeavor to achieve our goals, it would not be possible for us to do it on our own. We express a heartfelt gratitude to all the communities and organizations, both government and non-government, who have had faith in us and provided the needed opportunities for theoretical applications for our students since the inception of the department. We are also very grateful to our Chancellor, Dr. Glency Kharkongor, for his support and also for always believing in us. We are thankful to our Vice Chancellor, Dr. Vincent T. Tarlong, who also have pushed us to achieve greater heights. We are grateful to our Registrar and all our colleagues in the university. We are also grateful to our speakers today, Dr. Miriam Samuel, Ms. Shannon Massar, and also Ms. Joy Pathau, for sharing their valuable thoughts and also for always supporting us in our endeavor. I thank my team and my colleagues who have always tirelessly worked to make the department what it is today and also to be able to reach to this milestone. A few weeks back, we have opened a contest known as Express Yourself, with the aim of understanding the experiences of youth during this pandemic. The participants could express themselves in 2 forms, a poetry or a poster. We had a good response, and I am glad to announce the winners of this contest. The 3rd prize goes to Eden's Aim. The 2nd prize goes to Devulapalli Puja. And the 1st prize goes to H. Martin. We congratulate you for your hard work, and we thank all the participants who have participated in this contest. I wish to close this event with this quote: "Social work is a beautiful thing when career and passion come together." Thank you for being a part of this celebration, and God bless you.